welcome back once again to another episode of Saying It Just As It Is here on Civic Inspirations. Yes, I know. Actually, this might be the first time for some of you coming across my own beautiful face. Like, I know most times what you hear is my voice, and today I just felt like gracing your screen with this beautiful face and showing you whom I look like, so that when you come across me on the road, anywhere, wherever, you will know that this is the face behind the brand Civic Inspirations that you have been listening to. So guys, quickly, I came here for a reason, and if I don't come here today to talk about what I'm about to address, it will seem as though I'm not a human being. It will seem as though I'm not being patriotic as a Nigerian citizen. For those of you who don't know, I am a Nigerian living in Nigeria. And definitely, whatever happens in my country, whatever goes wrong in my country or right in my country should be my own concern. Majorly for the fact that I live in Nigeria should tell you that I feel most of these things when it happens. It is not every time I would definitely come out here online or on this platform to tell you every single thing that goes wrong in my own country, Nigeria. Because why? I believe most countries have their own challenges, and Nigeria is not an exception. But why Nigeria is always in the air and ringing bell for the wrong reason is something that saddens me personally, because here today I'm going to be so personal. I don't want to speak on behalf of all Nigerians. You get what I mean? Because at times what we get as backlash from most Nigerians is, don't talk about Nigeria, their lapses, their loopholes, their challenges, their difficulties, because every other country have their issues. But like I said earlier on, why is it a thing that Nigeria is always out there for the wrong reason, right? And most of us as Nigerians would definitely not want to come out on our own platform and talk about these things, address these things, and seek for ways to provide solutions. Because I believe in when there are issues or when there is a problem, the next thing is looking out for solution. Just like the country Ghana that I always admire and talk about most times on this platform do, right? And it is one thing that we Nigerians, particularly Nigerians living in Ghana who move or relocate to the country Ghana, always see, and they begin to wonder, why is it that in their own country things are not same as it is in the country Ghana, despite the fact that you might want to say Ghana has its own challenges. Yes, we know it's true, they have their challenges, but at least to a large extent it is absolutely a different ball game altogether. So why am I taking time to put out this introduction or point out here? Is because of the current happening that actually these past few days has been going on in Nigeria. Particularly, let me touch on the one that affected over 200 lives. That was the fall of a school building in the northern part of Nigeria, a secondary school or something like that in the northern part of Nigeria, where children lost their lives. These were innocent children, like children who left their homes, told their parents bye, farewell, and their parents wished them well to go out there and write their exams in school. But at the long run, at the end of the day, what were they able to get? Death in return. Now you ask the question, what crime does these children even commit to deserve the passing on and the sudden death? Like how their life was cut short automatically, cut short so impromptu, without any form of notice, just for the same reason of Nigerians' laxity, loopholes, carelessness, irresponsibility. Like, this actually is one among so many things that we as Nigerians experience. And tell me, this is out there for the whole world to see. Like, this is something that should have actually been averted or avoided. But because people are not paying attention, the right persons in that segment, in that department, like the Commissioner of Education, who is supposed to be going about checking on schools, particularly the private school, because I will always tell you here that when it comes to education, Nigeria is privatized. When it comes to education, it is more privatized. What we have in the government-owned schools cannot be compared, like I will always say, cannot be compared to what we have in other countries, particularly in Ghana. And when I hear people say, ordinary Ghana, I bring out these videos to show to my own fellow Nigerians who will hypocritically pretend as though they don't see it, or it is not a thing, or it is not factual. A school building that was just a ground floor converted to a story building without proper engineering approval, In fact, who are the people who even goes to inspect these schools? None. And even when they do, they go there and they are being bribed, like giving money to, and they close the case. Even when they know that this is a threat, a risk to the life of innocent children, they swallow it, take the money, and move away. And that's why I will always tell you, when it comes to Nigeria, Nigerians, most of them, I will not say all, please, disclaimer, in all I say, it is not generalized, right? But most citizens of Nigeria will rather have people die to get this money, to earn this money in any way whatsoever, than prioritizing the life of citizens. And that's why I will always say, to what length, to what extent are we looking out for this money? Are we searching for this money? To what extent? I'm not really shocked, because I would say this is a country that do not care about the life of humans, the life of its citizens, starting up from the citizens themselves up there to the leaders. Now, as though that was not enough, I think we had about 2 records of building collapsing. The other one in Federal Capital City, Abuja, it's another record of it. And these are issues adding and compiling to the one that is already existing. And you say this is a country, a working country, a country where we have leaders, a country where we have citizens in their right frame of mind.
They have shot more than 5 bullets. The trailer is still running. They have burst more than 5 tires. The trailer is still running. We don't know what the trailer carried, so let's check. They are still going. Even the man that took me is even afraid. Even me, I'm afraid. All the old truck in the highway, they are all afraid. The trailer is still going. Only God knows what the trailer carried. I'm not closer. You can hear the gun. The tires and the man is still going. You guys can see right now. Can you hear that? That is up to 8 bullets. They have shot the tire down, and the truck is still going. The truck is still going. We have 2 policemen killing us for showing this man. And this man don't want to stop. We must see the end of this today, guys. Let's see. Let's see. Let me stop. I want to stop. You know what this guy don't cause for this road, so I want to stop. You know, you say for policeman.
They don't really let this side finish.
The front now. You don't finish. Unless this guy may just disappear. No, they're not pass front. You keep the shoulders. We must see the route of this today. We must see the route of this today. The trailer has entered one way. Oh, it's something they control. Something not overtaken. You can see. Highway is corrupt right now. Maybe they go that they see they go along Warri Express Road. So you can see the trailer is still going. After many trailer is still going. If you say road of day front, civil defense day front. You know, they make radio cool. Therefore, radio the next people. They will block out to nonsense. It doesn't don't succeed. This policeman, they get where their power reach. Their power don't pass watch out. Good.
You know, for see what's my time.
Guys, you see. I want to know if this driver is going to disappear or what. Well, you meet the opportunity. We must see the route of this today. No, I must see what happens.
I'm along even that guy. They just captured one man. This is the second man they are capturing now.
As this end bad governance protest Nigerians are planning, and it got the government rattled because they know that any protest can lead to a wider problem like serious civil disobedience that can bring down the government. That's why they've deployed a counter protest. A group of people came out a few days after this project was launched and declared that they will be staging a counter protest to counter the end bad governance protest. Why the government is rattled is because of how fast this protest has spread in the north. Despite the fact that many northerners are not on social media, but it's surprising that it has spread even to the villages. Many people are aware of this, and there is a rumor that the government has paid imams huge sums in millions of naira to preach against the protest. They are all rumors, by the way, but remember that after the presidential election of last year, this cleric from Kaduna revealed that 10 million naira was given to all mosques in Kaduna State during the presidential election campaigns. He even said that they should quote him, that he said it, if anyone is in doubt, that he is ready to stand by his statement.
Bari ma in gaya maka duk wani masallaci a Kaduna da na Juma'a da na Salawatul Khams an ba mu miliyan 10 mun sha gare na huta sheka kan kirga adadin yawan masallacin Kaduna gaba daya kowane masallaci an ba shi miliyan 10.
There's no doubt that he received 10 million naira to support their candidacy. So imagine how many mosques that are in Kaduna State alone. You can imagine the amount they spent in Kaduna, not to talk of all northern states in Nigeria. So you can see that these rumors are not far-fetched. They have done it before, they can do it again over and over again. And to prove that truly something must have passed under the table, many imams are already preaching against protest, that protest is haram. Now, there's no doubt that many Islamic clerics in the north have a lot of influence over many people. But this time around, it seems that people are no longer as loyal as they used to be before to their clerics. Because of what? Hunger. The hardship is just too much. It has become unbearable on many people. That's why in one mosque in Kano State, after the imam counseled his followers that they should never protest and join any form of protest, that it is haram. After the prayers, a few people started murmuring that they must protest. To the surprise of many people agreed with them that they must join the protest, that if the government doesn't want the protest, they should listen to the people and stop the hardship that people are facing. It was a serious surprise. People have never seen followers openly disobeying their imams right in their faces. So the situation is changing in Nigeria very fast.
Like, making this video is already traumatizing. It's already saddening, because I just had to summon up the courage at this point to make this video, summon up the courage at this point to come out here and address issues like this. Because if I keep quiet, it will seem as though these things don't bother me. It bothers me. That's to tell you how sad. That's to tell you how depressing, how frustrating issues like this can be. But ladies and gentlemen, this is Nigeria for you. This is Nigeria for you. Are we deserving of this kind of issues and happenings that can be avoided? Even the current situation in Nigeria, the inflation, name it, that is ongoing, can be corrected, can be worked on, can be improved. But who are the people to do that? When we, the ordinary citizens, can even go to the extent of using our own self as a means to an end in form of eliminating, unaliving each other for the quest of the same pursuit for money. Now, just in the same week, in the same limelight, I also encountered a video of a Nigerian ending the life of his own fellow human being, a Nigerian, just like that. And this is not the first, this is not the second. He confirmed that he's killed, or he has unalived 4 ladies or 4 victims. I will see if I can play the clip so that we can watch and see for ourselves. Like, these are the traumatizing situations, scenarios, events, happenings that we experience on a daily. I don't even want to tell you the one we experience right in the city where I live on a day-to-day basis. And this is Nigeria. Can this actually happen in other countries? Let's leave the country Ghana aside. They will say don't compare, don't refer. Can this happen in other countries? Is it that bad in other countries if actually it does? That's the question. And that's why most times when you hear us talk, when you hear us lament, when you hear us cry out loud, you will think we are just making this for cloud chasing. Except you're not a human being with human conscience or a living conscience. Then you can see things like this, swipe and pass and pretend as though they are not issues. But for how long and to what length will we continue like this as citizens of this country, Nigeria? Can't we just take a look at other countries, and even a country as Ghana is? Can't we learn from others? There are other countries in West Africa too that are doing exceeding great for themselves without going through these processes. Why the quest for so much money? Why go extreme, like without conscience, to take people's life because you want this money? Why? Now look at the trauma, look at the frustration, the pain, and unending pain that the parents of these students who went to school would experience or have to deal with all their life. And to think of the fact that some parents who lost all their children could not bear the pain, they ended their own life as well. Because in fact, if God is not on your side, or you are not on this level of patience and understanding, you will do same. Because imagine where your entire family, like the whole children you have as a parent, just within the twinkle of an eye, they are all gone. I can understand, I can relate as a parent. That's why hearing these things makes me sick. I'm trying to control myself. The videos I put out there were already pre-recorded. That's why I could just continue. But I just felt like at this point, I need to come here and address these issues. And I need you all, my family, to look at things from this limelight, from the way it is clearly. Is it the right way? Is it the right way things are supposed to be done in a country? And that's why I don't blame most Nigerians when they leave the country. Because if you have the opportunity to leave, you should, of course. For your own safety, for your security, for your growth, for greener pastures. Why should you not? When you have the opportunity, does staying back have anything good to add to your life? No. And we see that people who are even in position to make things or create change are not even doing anything. Go to Ghana, go to other West African countries, UK, Canada. In fact, you will see majority of the immigrants there are Nigerians. Nigerians, if our own country was better off or good enough, will we be running out of the country? We that are even here staying behind, are we safe? Because the next minute you don't know what's going to happen. The next minute you don't even know your fate. Surviving on a daily basis in a country like Nigeria is by God's grace. So guys, I needed us to come here, have this conversation. A lot is happening on a daily basis. And more people need to come out and speak, create awareness, raise alarm so that other countries can see and come to our aid. Just a few weeks ago, it was ruled that the UN government confirmed that the Nigerian government during the 2020 NSAS protest, where our leaders, just like what happened in Kenya, shot their own citizens who came out to protest peacefully. So many lives were lost. But what happened? It was all denied. It was all cleaned out. But you know what? The truth will always prevail. They investigated and found out that truly lives were lost. People lost their lives. And the government said, pay damages to every family that lost their children. But can that equate to the life that has been lost? And currently, even till tomorrow, we have not seen more damages. More things will continue to happen. Even if you're to pay the families of those that lost their lives, can that money equate to the lives of innocent citizens? These are leaders, future leaders, that has been cut short, untimely. These are the leaders who, when you talk, they want to use every means to press you, to suppress you, oppress you, and possibly eliminate you. This is the country we live in. And voices like us are always on a steady, being trampled upon by even our own citizens, trying to shut us up. But you know what? Here on this platform, we will continue to talk. I will continue to talk until my last breath is gone, because that is what I owe my own family. That is what I owe myself. That's what I owe other citizens on this platform, using this platform to voice out. To create awareness, to raise alarm, so that at least others will bear witness that we are talking and we are asking and demanding for solutions. Leaders, the citizens of Nigeria, should prefer solutions to situations, to challenges, pressing, damaging, and frustrating situations that are pressing on us on a daily. That is all we seek for. So guys, at this point, I don't really want this video to be too long, and I am just taking my time to control my emotions because I'm all over. I'm sad. I'm heartbroken. Every day when I wake up to the fact that women, mothers, parents have lost their children. Not just on this incident, even on kidnapping, robbery, accident, mishap. It saddens my heart. It breaks my heart to shreds, and I can't sleep comfortably. We don't sleep comfortably. So wherever you are and whoever you are listening to me, you are in a country where you can at least move freely. Keep your head somewhere and sleep peacefully. You don't know what God has done for you. Be grateful, because when you compare it to what is happening in our own country, Nigeria, if you come to Nigeria and experience it, I bet you it's either you join them or you run away. Or you endure just like we are enduring till God knows when, to the end. So when I see countries, particularly like Ghana, who has it ongoing, even though they are not where they aspire or anticipate to be, I feel so jealous. I feel in a certain way whereby I can say, I wish I can find myself in this country, as part of this country that is working, where the system is working, where the leaders think and care for their own citizens, regardless of what it is. Just like we all know, every country have their own issues. Even America here, we see what is happening. They have their challenges, but at least where your safety is guaranteed to a large extent, your freedom is guaranteed to a large extent, at least you're secured, at least you can afford the basic things of life, then what are you thinking of? It's just to work, and there are opportunities for you to work. Then what is your problem? So ladies and gentlemen, I need you at this point, if you have listened, to really go down in the comment section to get your inputs, get your ideas or suggestions, whatever you think you can, put up in concern and in regard to what is happening, because it is a win for one, it's a win for all, like I will always say. If it is not working well with us Nigerians, it will affect us, and we are also part of the West African countries and in the map of Africa. So if anything is going wrong in any of these countries, like it is in Nigeria, it should be the concern of everybody, no matter how we pretend. Because what I seek and stand for is what? Peace and unity. We as Africans, we as West Africans, and Africa to the world. That is what we should seek for. And that's why I need you at this point, whomever you are watching, haven't seen and experienced, observed what is going on, what do you actually think? What are your thoughts, your opinions? Leave them all in the comment section and let this conversation continue from there, right? And I wish you the very best at this point. If you're just tuning in, seeing this face for the first time, hi, this is Chivik Inspirations. Right here in Chivik Inspiration, we say just the way it is, to inspire, motivate, captivate, not just you, your spirit, your soul, and your body. Like you can't get it as a dull moment right here in Chivik Inspiration. So do well if you are longing to join this family by hitting on that subscribe button, turn on the post notification bell next to it so that you always be the first to get notified. And remember, you owe yourself nothing but your sanity, your peace of mind, and your happiness. So like, come up here again in my next episode. This is me, Chivik Inspiration, signing out. Bye guys.